Hi guys, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. And welcome to my awesome YouTube channel where I do post 3 times a week. I've taken a little break from posting and stuff just because of everything that's been going on here lately. So we are here with, as you can see as the title, as Lessons for Writer's Edition. I know it's very late, but I kind of updated it. I did say in my previous video, if you have not checked it out, I did do a monthly, May's Monthly's Fair video. I did put a little bit more information in there about what's going on and everything like that, plus brand new Avon products that I have on hand, which I will be doing an updated video on that very soon for you guys. I have awesome candles that are brand new, plus a little bit of update about how the Avon business has been going with everything that's been going on here lately. So I'm just going to get right into today's lesson. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this. I will update kind of towards the end of the video of what's going on with the merch, book 2, and what's to come on this channel. If you do not know, I do post kind of little updates on our Facebook page, which will be either here or here. If you guys do know, I do leave little notes throughout each video, so you guys can definitely pause it or go back and kind of write them down, especially with questions and stuff. If you guys have any questions or anything, you're more than happy to reach me at any of the social medias that I do have in the description below. Or you can reach us on our Facebook page, which is still called the Sunflower Channel. If you are brand new, this was called the Sunflower Channel for YouTube. But I did make a whole other video about that, and I will leave it here or here for you guys to kind of get a refresher and kind of look at some, I wouldn't say old videos, but kind of recent videos that I have posted that are really awesome. If you have not noticed, I did write a book over a year and a half ago. It is still available on here. I will be sending out book copies very soon. So if you would love one, definitely message me. I do leave my email in the description below. Or you can message me on our Facebook pages or any social media site, and I'll be very happy to send you a book copy. Book 2, I'll do a kind of a separate update on that. I did say in June that it will be available, and it still will be. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this Writer's Edition Lesson 4. I will be going over a little bit of 1, 2, and 3. I won't touch too much base on them, but I do have with me, and I know you guys do enjoy it, and I've had a lot of you message me about it and send me pictures on Instagram and stuff of how y'all got a copy of this book. And let me tell you, this book right here is amazing. It is awesome. It does give you not everything you need, but it does give you those really hard questions and those really hard topics that you kind of have to go by. And I wouldn't say like rules and stuff, but it kind of gives you the more of an information and what to go on for your books. I do have a little bit of notes in the books to read to you guys today, and you guys do know I have my handy dandy laptop right here, and I will be getting started with today's Writer's Edition. And if you are new here, I do want to say there is 3 more lessons of this, so if you would like to check those out, they'll be here or here, and hopefully you guys do enjoy these. I do love giving you guys' advice on these, and love seeing your comments and your questions and seeing how far you guys have gotten. And you guys always know I do love to start as a question. You guys always know that I do love to give questions. And I do want to say, if we do have comments, definitely comment. If not, I will leave a link to our last Instagram post, which is our brand new candles on our Avon page. They're kind of the summer edition. I kind of wanted to share those with you guys as well. I have been kind of posting a little bit more of an Avon product stuff on our Instagram, but it'll still be the Fantasy Life of Brittany and the Sunflower Channel's Instagram. I know if you guys have asked about that, it is not going anywhere, and it is an Instagram, and I do have Facebook for you guys to chit chat about the books and what you guys like and what you guys love about these Writers Edition, and kind of get up to date. And about the Writers Packet, I do want to update on that. I will be emailing them for now on and everything until I can get them all printed off. I will have a date available soon. I will have that on our Facebook page for you guys to have, but for right now, I am only emailing them. Right now, I only have lessons 1 through 4. After you guys have seen this, lesson 4 will be into the Writers Packet, but hopefully soon I can mail those out for you guys. Okay, I'm going to start with the first question, and I will have it either here or here, so you guys can definitely pause and write it down and stuff, so you can definitely go back and answer it. You don't have to answer it right away. I usually leave questions and stuff that I do go over, kind of not all over the video, but, kind of to where you can see it and look at it and write it down. I do try to leave a little bit of information in the description below, but mainly I do put all of my questions and stuff on our Facebook page, so you can definitely go back and look at that. And today's first question are, what are some of the things you enjoy about this Writers Edition, and what are 3 things you enjoy that you already written in your book so far, or you wrote on your brainstorm page? I kind of said in the last video, which was lesson 3, I do like to give an examples of what I did, and I can say what I loved about 3 things I loved to enjoy about my book was, I love that you can brainstorm for as long as you can. I kind of liked how I got creative with it, and another one is I loved how none of my characters were the same. I do enjoy that. I liked how everything was different and everything was unique, and I can't wait to share book 2 with you guys. I know y'all have loved book 1. I love book 1, but I can't wait to share this next book journey with you guys. And I'm still figuring out a surprise way. If you have not seen our Facebook page, I would definitely go check that out. But I have been coming up with an amazing ideas for this book 2 sequel. And this is, now I'm going to start with this awesome lesson. I do want to touch base on a few things from the last lesson, and what are your goals for these chapters and pages, and has it been the same or has it changed for you? So what are some goals that you have kept with or you have changed about? And I'm going to go over some of the topics, and I'll have them kind of either right here or right here for you to kind of stop and pause. I will try not to have each, a few minutes with a bunch of words on the screen. I know most of y'all love that, and I know most of y'all kind of get a little tired of it. I can definitely understand, so I'm going to try to minimize it a little bit. For the ones who, kind of don't like it, I can definitely understand that. But if you want more in-depth information, you can email me, or you can check out our Facebook page for more information. And some of the topics we will be going over is brainstorming, places, survival, themes, time and year, and religion and spirituality, which I will go a little bit more in depth in that here in a minute. I did find a little bit more information to kind of reword things and kind of get more information to you guys without backfiring, is what I can say about that. And pages and characters and the mains, who, what, when, where, and how. I know those are a big category in writing a book and brainstorming and to get started. And another one is categories of where your book will be placed at, if it is in a library or a bookstore. And I will be asking questions throughout the video, which is the same are the same ones I always ask in each video. So if you're new here, I definitely ask the same questions kind of through every lesson video to kind of get y'all's brush refreshed and kind of get y'all to see if y'all have the same answers or not the same answers, and everything like that. And with question 1 is, what is the category you picked for your book and why? Has your category changed since the last time, or has it stayed the same? And this is where we should be getting into like closing that deal, making our final decision, and being able to prepare our book and be almost done with. If you have not, it's definitely understandable, but hopefully you guys are on chapter 3 of your book. This is where you've gotten some of your main characters, some of your pages done, and you've kind of set more goals for yourself on either how your book's going to end or how your book's going to go in the next few chapters. And now I'm going to say I did add, which you have not seen in lesson 3, I stated, what is one thing you would change in each of your chapter of your books? I'm going to put up a little bit of like a word example, like either right here or right here, to kind of explain that question. I did explain it on our Facebook page a little bit, and I will go over that here soon for you guys, but I want to read a little bit more for you. And today I did, and I'm going to say, this is new. I have added a tool to our little lesson now, and this tool name is category. If you do not know, I had picked this one because it means more than the definition of it. And when we started lesson 1, we were not thinking of what category would we want our book to be in, or what would, at that point, were we just brainstorming. And this goes back to a few different things, and I'm going to kind of note a little bit, this is where I will ask you the same question as I did in lesson 3. If you had to pick one tool to use for the last 3 chapters of your book, what would it be? Would it be place, survival, or category? I know I based it a little bit on, if you have not seen, because I don't want to give too much information of lesson 3, I kind of want to keep this as new and refresh on lesson 4. So if you've not seen lesson 3, I do go kind of a little bit into that. But what is one survival tool or category tool or place tool you would use in your last 3 chapters of your book, or the last chapter, or have you used this tool in your whole book? Definitely comment down below of what you picked. I could definitely say I would still stick with survival. I love how survival tool is. And if you would like the definitions that I did find for these, I will definitely have a link below of that information for you. It is definitely on our Facebook page. I kind of don't want to get too much into that. I just wanted to touch base a little bit on that question and our brand new tool that I have added into this awesome lesson. And I'm going to, and this is where I do want to go over a little bit of lesson 1. Like I said, I'm not going to base too much on it. I did get this a little bit in a few comments, and it is, when does, in brainstorm, when do you end the brainstorming? I like to say, in my opinion, is you don't have to stop brainstorming. You can brainstorm through each character, each chapter, each page. You can brainstorm however long you want to. And I like to say that there is no judgment in anything that you do for your book. Yes, people will judge you for your book. That is something I think we all kind of can agree on. Is it right? Is it wrong? There is some wrong answers. There is some right answers. I will leave a more briefly definition up here or here that I have found for you guys to kind of base that information on. And another thing is this is the rules that I had stated in lesson 1 and how you can create moments with your brainstorm pages and get all the ideas before you write your first chapter in your book or even come up with characters and names. And another one as a definition is, no matter how crazy it is while brainstorming, ideas are neither silly or near impossible. And the more ideas, the better. And many heads are better than one. That's kind of like how I like to think about brainstorming and all the negativity and stuff, because I can definitely say it is very hard to write a book, and a lot of people can agree and kind of disagree on that as well. I'm not going to go into too much depth about that, but I will leave all the information links about writing a book and getting started and how to prepare yourself and how to basically go about that. And I do want to say in lesson 2, this is where we stated on characters and pages and how to write your first pages as if you were doing an essay for school or for work or for college. This is something you would use for your book or, everyday life mostly. I want you to think about the first question I normally ask in each lesson, but this is the time to think as a project or even brainstorming too. What is something you would most definitely wanted to either leave out or never put in your book, but someone told you it would look awesome in your book, or would it look not awesome in your book? I will say I've had a few people say you should leave this out, you should take this out, oh, you should leave this in. I've had a few, different opinions, but I've always stated in all of my videos, do what your heart tells you to do and what you love to do and what you think is right for your book. I'm not going to go into too much, but the topics were essay is something you would write for school or for maybe like a job project or for college. Pages are like newspapers or books or anything you might be ready to read in a book or you would find in a book or everyday life. And characters are a big part in someone's play or in a book or in a movie, TV shows. Characters, I think, are the biggest, most role play or something that we kind of have to get into and see what's, is this character good? Is this character bad? How do you feel about these characters? I feel like characters do play a big role in our, I wouldn't say everyday life, but if you could, yeah. I will leave a little bit more information. And if you guys would love some of these definitions that I came up with, definitely let me know, and I will definitely get these all for you. If you do want a writer's packet, you will have lessons 1 through 3 and 4. And in lesson 3, I do hope you enjoyed these little big updates. In lesson 3, I can definitely say we just went over a little bit of stuff. I'm not going to bombard you with a bunch of, lessons and stuff. So I'm going to get into our lesson 4. I just wanted to update you guys and everything. And I'm going to get out my awesome, beautiful book because you guys love this book so much. I do have a few things in here. I do want to kind of update before I get into the book. I'm hoping to bring back merch. I will be doing that on Bonfire. I will have that video up soon. As I don't think you could see, but I am wearing one of my shirts today. I can definitely say I love them. I will have different types of t-shirts for you guys. I'm hoping to do hats maybe. I haven't really gotten decided on that. But merch will be back this summer for you guys. I will have tank tops and those awesome baseball t-shirts that I know most of y'all love. So I will definitely keep y'all updated, and I still love free prints. If you have not downloaded any of their available apps, I would definitely go and recommend free prints. I have enjoyed it. It has made this little situation a little easier. I'm able to send and share pictures with friends and family. I did get 2 t-shirts from them. I may use them in the near future, but I always use their app. I do have a promo code in the description below to get 5 bonus pictures. You can use it with the photo tiles and the photo books app as well. It works on there. I hope you guys do enjoy those apps and stuff as much as I do. I do leave my Avon information down in the description below. We do have a June month summer candle special. I will get into that once I do a big Avon updated video for you guys. I can't wait to show you all the products that I got, plus new skincare, a new men's line, and everything you can possibly think of. I'm sure Avon has it. I will definitely leave all that links and some of my ambassador links as well, and hopefully you guys do enjoy those, and let's get on to the reading. And I'm going to start with okay, so I went over this, I think, in one of the writer's editions. I know most of y'all have kind of wondered where it went, which is this. Which I will leave it on our Facebook page, which I think it's already on there. I do use this a lot. This is something I can definitely recommend. It is very easy to kind of just like write down or save on your phone or your laptop. I definitely do send it with each writer's package. I do send a little bit of information that I have used on it. It is very helpful. I do love that. I know it's a little different, but I do love that, and it comes into 5 layers, and layer 1 is the narration, and then layer 2 is the characters, and then it goes on to like your story, the scene, and as of number 5, it keeps going on and on. I definitely do recommend that. I will definitely leave all this information that I give you guys on our Facebook page, and if you would like all this information, I do have writer's package. I know I've said that a lot, but hopefully you guys do enjoy this. And I'm going to get started on a little bit more of notes and let you guys know. And I'm going to be reading from a little bit of the book, which I can show you. Something fell. Which is this. I don't know if you can see it. I do have highlighted stuff that I do read from. I will leave this on our Facebook page so you guys can definitely read it and get all the information that I do guys give you on this video as well. And this is take advantage of low tide. What it means by that is you finish your rough draft and of a novel, kind of like a short story. So you kind of, what you do is you take all your brainstorm notes and you kind of put them in one big short story. And then you kind of look at it and you're like, okay, this is where I need to make all the decisions, all of the characters, and kind of get to where I want. Which is why you got to take advantage and you kind of got to get to the point and kind of keep going and keep with the flow. And I advise you that you wait until at least 2 weeks before you first read your book. I advise, this is like an advice from me, I would definitely wait at least 2 weeks before you read your book from front cover to back cover before making any decisions. This is where you just write everything and make sure, you kind of keep on topic. And then once it's become 2 weeks, this is when you're like, okay, I've had this short break. Let's read it. Let's kind of break it down and kind of see what I need to work on, what I need to change. I do like to say 2 weeks is kind of where your vacation, to where you're like, put it all away, your stress away, you know, all your hard work, and kind of regain yourself and everything and be like, okay, let's read it, let's get started, let's see what I need to change, let's see what I need to do. I definitely think that's a good option to do and good point of view to take as well. And another one is invite the flow to return. What that means is if you did your job right, you were writing the first draft, you opened a vine many times to where you probably either went back to this or you went back to that, and you kind of had to make, you know, certain decisions and stuff. And you didn't just write the story, you felt it. Like, your story basically came to life. You knew it was good, it started good, you know it's going to end good. And then as you were, you know, assuming your first draft, it was necessary to achieve the distance. And from your work and to let your quiet and outside aside as you decide what needs to be done. So this is where you have taken it, you're good, you know, you just read it after 2 weeks, you like it, you like how it's going, and you want to keep going with this topic, and you're ready for the next chapter, the next book, you're doing great. I could definitely say it does take a little bit to write a book, especially if you want to be good. I always say there's no such thing as being perfect, but I can see it from another point of view to where you would want it to be perfect. I call my books very fantasized, ordinary. I definitely love how they came out and how I enjoyed them as well. I'm going to read a little bit more, and this is the channel the power as it's built. A single point of view, you can definitely have, you know, your point of view, and then a clear objective for the character, and then an opposite conflict to the objective, to where this is where you would ask somebody after reading it, kind of making your corrections a little bit, and having them read the book for the first time and seeing what they think about it, and making sure that, you know, they will have conflict, but you're also looking at it from a single's point of view. And then another one is a strategy that felt emotionally by your very first character or your second character, or what the person that you offered them to read your book's point of view as well. And an outcome, the force that the reader to read. So this is where someone has read your full book, they're ready to go, they're like, this is good, this is great, you know, you might need to change it a little bit, but this is where you're like full speed, you're doing what you need to do, and you're doing great. I was going to read a little bit of another section, but I may read that in the next Writer's Edition, which will be posted Friday or Saturday. I do have a few other videos that I do want to post before Lesson 5. I kind of do want to get all of the Writer's Editions kind of spread out a little bit. I know they've been kind of late, but hopefully you guys do enjoy this one. I know it's a little long, but you guys do know that I do give you guys the whole full 30 minutes of each Writer's Edition. If you're new, every video that I post that is a Writer's Edition is 30 minutes. I am going to read a little bit more. I did find some interesting things, which I will continue on to Lesson 5. But I do want to say that I do love this book, and it's awesome, and it is amazing, and hopefully you guys do enjoy this as well. Okay, so I have gotten maybe this question a little bit, and this is what I wanted to read, is the what if questions. And I'm sure most of y'all have gotten that. I'm sure most of y'all have kind of, you know, like, well, what if this or what if that? What I like to do is if I ever have, and I had a bunch of them, so if I ever had a what if question or a what if idea, I kind of added that to a what if brainstorm. And I do have kind of a little copy of my what if brainstorm, and I will definitely have that for Lessons 5 video to show you some a little bit more hands-on notes for you guys as well. But a what if brainstorm is, like your what if questions, your what if ideas. It just kind of has a bunch of, questions and ideas everywhere. I could definitely say 3 of my what if questions were, what if my character was different? Or what if my character was an animal and it turned into a person? Or what if, my character went from this city to this state to this country to back to this city? I had definitely a lot of those. I always do recommend a what if brainstorming as well, and I will definitely have more of that in lesson 5, and I hope you guys do enjoy this video. It was good to get back on and filming again. Hopefully I will be able to continue this with everything that's been going on. I do love seeing your guys' comments and everything. I will definitely, hopefully, either Friday or Saturday have up lessons 5 video, which will probably be a little shorter than the normal lessons as well. And hopefully I can get up new Avon videos plus other awesome summer videos as well. If you guys have any suggestions or anything like that, definitely leave them in the description below, on any of my social media sites, or in the comments if we have them. If not, you can definitely leave them on our last Instagram post, and I will see you guys in our next video. Have an amazing Wednesday. Stay cool out there. Stay awesome, and I will see you guys next time.